what goes on in this room? What do you do? What's the magic? So I'm going to give you a little behind the scenes. I'm going to give you some things that, while we're not doing treatments, while we're not visiting our esthetician, what you can do to keep your skin looking good. And then I'm going to give you some statistics, some info, if you will. And we're going to talk about simplifying your skincare. I am all about simplicity. So I'm not somebody that is going to come in here and tell you, you need to be on a 9-product skincare regimen. No, I'm going to tell you, what do you want to achieve, and how do we get there fast? Because that's how I am. So simplify. Let's simplify it all. Why do you have 20 products in your skincare cabinet? You don't need them, right? Half the people that come in here, they say to me, when we talk about their skincare, and I ask them, why are you using that? I don't know. Somebody gave it to me. They told it was good. Well, why is it good? What's in it? I have no idea. I'm like, okay, these are things we're going to talk about tonight. So I don't know if you guys are excited, but obviously I'm excited. Hello, Aubrey. Hello. Hi, Kim. So let me give you a little bit about my background so that you know that I know what I'm talking about, because that's important, right? So I have 10 years in plastic surgery and dermatology practice. So the last 10 years, last decade of my life, before I stepped into Renew, I was working in dermatology and plastic surgery. And something that I always loved were ingredients. I always wanted to know why something was doing something, right? It's like in life in general, why are we doing this? Why is that ingredient giving you this result? And so that was such a passion of mine, something that I always wanted to look at an ingredient list and know why those ingredients gave an end result. So that was something that I was always passionate about. And then after I was in dermatology and plastic surgery, I had an opportunity that came up very, as my sister would say, serendipitously. And I was reached out and asked to open a clean beauty store in Bucktown. And so I took the opportunity. I felt like it came to me, and I thought I should jump on it. It was something totally different, and I never knew about clean beauty. Now, I was working for pharmaceuticals. I was working for dermatologists, plastic surgeons, people that were selling things. It was marketing. They were so good at marketing things. So I was selling that, and then I got this opportunity to open a clean beauty store, and I jumped on it, and I said, this opportunity came, let me see what it entails. So there is where I built a foundation of clean beauty. There were over 105 skincare lines. And with that being said, there were several months of training where I had to know every single ingredient that was in all 105 brands. So that's where I really learned clean beauty. I was grateful to have the education that they provided for me, and that's where I really stepped in. And for me, it was like I didn't know it existed. So I never want something that is clean beauty to be like, why are you not using clean products? Why are you not using products that are good for you? Because for me, it was like I didn't know any of this existed, and I think that we all kind of are learning and hearing about it, but there's nothing to be shameful of if you don't know about it, right? It's not talked about that often. So anyways, for me, that was where it all took a turn. I learned about toxins. I learned about chemicals. I learned about marketing and how all of these really wonderful high-end beauty care and skincare lines were marketing. They were like, get rid of these wrinkles, get rid of these fine lines. And we're all like, give me it. I don't care what's in it. I want to take it. And so it was a big marketing thing. And I learned that we really have to look at the ingredients that are in our products. Is it time consuming? 110%. Do we want to do it? Not really. But what we end up finding out for me was kind of life changing. So not only for myself, but I am also a mom of 4 kids. And so for me, it was like, I don't want to put bad products on my kids as well. So it was really when, obviously being in the beauty, skincare, salon, spa business for the last 20 years of my life, it took a turn where it was like beauty is really an inside job, right? It's like It really is. For me, it's something about the internal, the inside, but then bringing it into Renew and what I do here and what I feel is my purpose and my calling is also about how do we then take those aesthetic treatments and how do we make it from the outside in, right? Because if it's going from the inside out and you're projecting that, I also want it to be from the outside standpoint, bringing that balance into your body, making you feel good, right? Those are all things that like beauty has. It's not just the visual, it's also internally. So that's where I found my passion, obviously with Renew Studio, and making people feel good. That's my purpose, and also education. So during this time where we have all this time and I'm not seeing clients and I'm missing everybody like crazy, I wanted to jump on here and just tell you guys the things that I do, whether you've had a facial with me, a treatment with me, whether you haven't. These are things that I love to, talk to my clients about. So 3 statistics that really stood out to me when I was getting into clean beauty. I'm going to share them with you again, not in a way, hi Raymond, not in a way to scare you, not in a way to do anything like that, just as a way to give that knowledge, right? We will always want that knowledge. So here are your statistics, do what you will with them. But 3 that really stood out to me. 1, American women, and I'm going to say that I double this, but American women on average use 12 products a day, 12 beauty care products a day. And with those 12 products, there are nearly 200 chemicals in those 12 products. So you think about every day, right? Let's talk like let's be real. Every day I get in the shower, I wash my hair, I condition my hair, I use my body wash, I use my face wash. You can go on and on and on. You get out of the shower, you put your lotion on, you put your deodorant on, you put your makeup on. 12 products, maybe. I mean, I probably use 24. I don't know. This is where I'm talking about simplicity is key, right? So this statistic came from EWG, which is a nonprofit American activist group. And what they do is they specialize in toxic chemicals, they specialize in drinking water, corporate accountability. And so EWG, they have a website. You can go and find these statistics. I'll give it to you at the end. So that's number 1. 12 products a day we're putting on our bodies, 200 chemicals a day. For me, that was my aha moment. I was like, whoa. And I don't even look at the products. I don't even look. I've never picked up a product and looked on the ingredient. This was before getting into clean beauty. So that was number 1. Number 2 was that another report by EWG, there are 40 plus countries around the world, right, that have banned 1,400 chemicals in cosmetic products. And in the US, we have banned 9. So that gives you some big numbers, right? It's like, why are we not banning more of these chemicals? Why are we banning 9 of these chemicals that are in our products? So 1,400 compared to 9. That was huge. That stood out to me. That's statistic number 2. You guys are all like, okay, we're going to do clean beauty tomorrow. When I wake up, I promise. What? So the 3rd statistic that stood out to me was that in 1938, that was when Congress last enacted cosmetic legislation. So those 3 statistics stood out to me. Those were big statistics for me. That's where I really made that change. These again, it's just knowledge is power, right? So like the more information you have, I'm like, how is that possible? How does that happen? And so I dug a little bit deeper. Nicole, I was the same way. So when I started learning all of this, I started learning the ingredients, right? I don't want to get off topic, but I'll let you guys know when this happened to me and I started hearing all of this, I had small kids at home. And so then I went the total opposite side of it, right? Where I was like, oh my gosh, my detergent, my shampoo, my dishwasher. I threw out in one day 6 garbage bags of just stuff I put on my body, my everything. But we don't have to be that excessive. We just have to know, right? We have to know, like, something that you're putting on your skin every day. Can we make some changes? Absolutely. Emma, Emma always does what I tell her to do. I would throw out everything in your bathroom. We'll restock everything. So anyways, 3 statistics. I wanted to give you guys that information. That was my aha moment. I know I'm talking a lot about these statistics and stuff like that, but it's important, right? We need to know this. So another thing I wanted to talk about are just the chemicals, like straight to the point chemicals that might be in your products that when you see, it's a red flag. You put it down right away. So parabens, right? We don't want parabens in our products. I think we all kind of know that. If not, that's okay. Parabens, anything, so they can hide parabens in your products. How do they do that? They use words that are really hard to pronounce. They use methyl, isobutanol, propanol, propyl, anything that has METH that starts with, anything that ends in BUTYL, anything that has propyl at the end. These are all hidden ingredients. Yes, it does make it cheaper for some of the products sometimes, but these are all things that are hidden in our beauty care and our skincare products. Phthalates, formaldehyde, mercury, methylene glycol. These are just like ingredients that for me, I had to start somewhere. So I went and I looked into, I just flipped over my shampoo. Like, does it have X, Y, and Z, right? There's thousands upon thousands of chemicals out there, but the big ones really stuck out to me. So that's how I started that elimination. I'll give you guys at the end of this some ways to really navigate finding ingredients. They've made it super user-friendly where, yes, it is deceitful. I'm loving your guys' comments. They've made it super easy for the consumer now, right? A lot of these activists are coming forward and they want you to know. They want you to know what you're putting on your skin. Because we'll get into this later, but a lot of these products, you know, can cause thyroid issues, can cause any kind of endocrine disruption, can cause infertility, things like that. So I'll give you those tips to kind of look and do your own self-education, your own research. But those are just some big ones that stand out. So that being said, let's get on to the fun stuff, right? So I've kind of given you guys that information. The fun stuff is treatments, skincare, right? We should love it. We should enjoy it. We should want to put it on our skin. A lot of times, you know, in the morning, it's like, oh my gosh, I have to go through my skincare regimen, or especially for me at night, it's, oh my gosh, I just want to go to bed. I don't want to wash my face. So something that I have found helpful in my skincare is that I really have to love it. I have to love the scent. I have to love the feeling. These are all things that I just help me get to that point, help me get to that sink, actually splash water on my face. And then once I get into it, I'm like, okay, I can do this. So simplifying your skincare, I call it SYS. How do we do that? So if you're going to start with any products, right, we're talking any products that you want to spend money on. We all might be on a budget, some of us laid off, obviously with quarantine, things like that. We're a little more cautious of how we spend our money. So if you're going to spend money on anything in your skincare, spend it on your treatment products. So spend it on the products that are going to treat your skin, that are going to do something for you to see that result. So whether it be anti-aging, whether it be an eye cream, whether it be anything that's going to treat something that is causing you concern or problematic skin or anything like that. So how do we simplify that? So this is how I would simplify it. So your AM morning routine. You have your cleanser, right? You want to wash. So you have your cleanser. In the morning, you always want to protect your skin. That's your treatment product. So an antioxidant, which tonight I'm going to give you some of these tricks. You guys might all be walking around with green faces tomorrow, but that's okay. I'll know why. But in all honesty, antioxidants. So you're going out for the day. You want to protect your skin. Once you protect your skin, going into the summer months, a lot of us don't need moisturizer in the morning, but I always recommend an SPF. So morning, cleanse, protect, and SPF. Nighttime. So nighttime is where you obviously want to take off everything from the day. You want to cleanse your skin. You want to exfoliate. Like think about your skin as being your clothes. You've been wearing it all day. It's been protecting you. You've walked outside. It's collected all these germs. So at nighttime is when I really recommend is the best time, the only time to exfoliate. And then if you want to do any of those anti-aging treatments, heavy moisturizers, really good eye creams, that's when you do it at night. So I like I just said, talk about going to bed. Your skin is doing the same thing that your body is doing. And I think sometimes we forget about this because it's just our skin, right? It shows up for us every day. It does its job. It knows what to do. It protects us. It's the largest organ of your body, but your skin, when you take care of it, it needs to do what you do at night. So it needs to get its rest. Your skin cells need to regenerate. They need to re-energize. They need to get ready for the next day. So everything that you're doing to your skin at night is really prepping you for that next day. And all of these are just going to be really preventative measures to having really beautiful skin. I mean, for me, with a holistic clean beauty approach, it's all about prevention. It's all about how do you age well, right? We're all aging. It's inevitable. Whether we like it or not, we're all aging. But how do we prevent that? How do we do that? So that goes into my next topic. We prevent that by feeding our skin. How do we feed our skin? The same way you feed your body. And this is what I've learned after all of my years of experience is that your skin is craving vitamins, nutrients. It's craving these things that your body craves those same things. So you want to think about that when you're putting things on your skin, looking at those ingredient lists, and really fueling your body with vitamins and plant-based and mineral-based products and ingredients. So if you start taking care of your skin now, you'll start to kind of prevent, maybe slow down that aging. Also, I believe that internally, so you want to make sure that you're eating your vegetables, getting your vitamins, getting all that stuff. And that also helps. So two things to really simplify skin is having, I kind of call them the blanket and then the mattress. So if you think about a bed, you have a blanket of your skin and then you have the mattress. So you have the springs, you have everything that is your cushion. So your skin is almost the same thing. So this top of your skin, which is really what I'm allowed to work with, is your blanket. That's your surface. Underneath your skin are all the things that help with plumping, anti-aging, your collagen, your elastin, your capillaries, your blood flow. Those are all things that are underneath. So certain treatments that I can do here in the treatment room that I always say, start in your 20s. Again, this is all preventative. The sooner you start, I don't want to say the less that you're going to have to do, but the more you take care of your skin, the more preventative you are, the less you'll have to do later on, or the less correcting. I'm sorry, excuse me, I should say that. So treatments here that I do that I recommend is microdermabrasion, acid peels, any type of dermaplaning. I don't do dermaplaning here, but anything that is working with the surface of the skin, helping, you can improve fine lines and wrinkles. You can help any pigmentation that's on the surface that hasn't gone too deep into those deeper layers into that mattress. These are all things that you can get done. And, you know, I recommend them for anybody that is looking for a preventative facial every 2 to 3 months. So that's typically my protocol. If you're just preventing, if you're taking care of your skin, I know, Megan, you love your peels. If you're just taking care of your skin, every 2 to 3 months, you should be booking a facial. Your skincare should go along with that. So the change of every season, you should be changing your skincare. Again, these are just things to educate on. Sometimes I meet women, I meet people that have been using the same product for 7 years, and they're stuck on Mary Kay, and they're like, I just can't let her down. I can't let her down. And I'm like, but you need to change up your skincare. So yes, changing up your skincare seasonally. With the change of season, your skin changes, your body changes, everything changes. So you should be changing up your skincare. Preventative facial 2 to 3 times a month, and then corrective facial. So if you have something like acne, if you have rosacea, if you have anything like that that we're trying to correct, then as always, I recommend 3 to 4 times a week. Those are my recommendations. And that brings me into our superfoods. So hold on, I'm reading this. Laura, I love it. I can't wait. I can't wait. Kelly, no clean and clear. No clean and clear. I've only been telling you for 8 years. Okay, so let's have fun, right? So the beautiful thing about holistic skincare is that, right, we need nutrients, we need vitamins, we need plant-based. Everything that I use here in my treatment room, everything is plant-based, herb-based, comes from the ground, comes from plants, comes from the root of nature. These are things that when you apply them topically, you are benefiting internal results. And what I mean by that is the same way that you would go for a walk outside, you are also, you're feeling that calmness, you're feeling that tranquility, that meditative state, that relaxation. So I like to say, and some of my clients are on, but if you've gotten a facial, you feel that here. You feel that that balance flow throughout your entire body because you're using products that are good for you. When you apply anything topically, they're penetrated into your pores. They do go into your internal body. And so using clean, holistic skincare, you get that. You get that balance, that tranquility, that calmness, that meditative state. That's just another side benefit to my facials. I promise I'm not here tonight to push my facials. I'm here to just educate and knowledge you and give you guys some good tips and tools. All right, so if you have a pen and paper nearby you, you can feel free to grab that. If you have these ingredients in your kitchen tonight, how exciting is this? You can actually leave here and go make yourself a face mask. So I'm gonna start with a really easy face mask that is 2 ingredients. 2. That's it. And you might have them in your kitchen. So I have what I put in here, which is my cacao. So these are superfood masks. So I literally went to Fresh Time. And you get these, sorry, I'm just reading this. I love it, Meg. I know. I can't wait to get you guys in here too. I'm like, I wish there was somebody here that could be enjoying this right now. But we'll get through this. You guys are gonna get through this. Okay, so cacao. Maybe you have it, maybe you don't. If you don't, you can get it at Fresh Time tomorrow. These are just things that as you're at home, we have some extra time. These are things that you can use. So what I did was I put a quarter scoop of cacao, a quarter teaspoon of cacao in my cup. And then, so cacao is actually what they call a superfood. And you have to be careful because a lot of these words are used for marketing, right? So now everybody knows that superfoods are good for you. Laura, come on, I'm waiting for you. So these are all words that we use for marketing, right? I found it so funny. I think the other day, like I was walking through the grocery store at the grocery store, and I saw Lucky Charms had like gluten-free on it, like the box said gluten-free. And so for most people, they're like, oh, this is gluten-free, it must be good. It's a way to market to say like, forget that all of our stuff has artificial flavors in it, it's filled with chemicals, but it's gluten-free. So as the consumer, you're gonna buy it. So I say that, take that into precaution when you're looking into superfoods. So superfoods as we know them, I mean, they are just foods that if you do use them, they can be filled with nutrients, vitamins. They're typically plant-based, but again, take it with a grain of salt. Just make sure that you know what you're buying. Obviously, you want to buy the most organic, the most raw of anything. All right, back to some fun. Let's do this. All right, so I took a quarter scoop of cacao. By the way, this retailed for, I think it was $7.99. So think about how many masks you can get with that. And then what I did is I have in this really fancy beaker, I have raw almond milk. So cacao, let's talk about that. Cacao increases blood flow and circulation. So why is that good for your skin? Because with blood flow and circulation, you're stimulating your skin's own collagen and elastin. So sometimes after a facial, you might notice how you might be a little bit red, a little bit pink. That's good. That means you're getting that blood flow going. For all of you guys that know me, I love fitness. Anytime that you work out, same thing. You're getting that blood flow going. That's why your skin gets red. That's why your skin gets pink. So that's a really good thing. So cacao has that, and it does that. Stimulates blood flow, which also simultaneously will stimulate your collagen and elastin. Great for anti-aging. Cacao is an awesome antioxidant. It's a polyphenol, so it is not something that is a chemical. It is all natural, and it protects from premature aging. So meat cacao. All right, so here, and then all you're gonna do is you're gonna take double that amount of the almond milk. So raw almond milk is gonna be moisturizing, nourishing to the skin, and plumping. And you're just gonna mix that in the cacao. And it's gonna take these two ingredients. Look, you guys are all gonna be chemists after this. You guys are gonna be like, Nikki, we don't need you anymore. And then all you're gonna do is you're gonna mix them together. Mix them together, the cacao and the milk. You'll notice it has a really nice, beautiful, creamy consistency. And you're just gonna mix it until the cacao kind of blends in with the ingredient. You can't get any more natural than this. Zero preservatives, as fresh as can be. Oh my gosh, you can eat it too. That's the fun thing. You can eat it. I don't put any skincare on my skin unless it can go in my mouth, just to let you guys know. I know it's foreign to some people, but a lot of times too, when I'm doing a face mask, I like a little bit of warmth to it. So anything that is thermal or a little bit warmer, it will also stimulate blood circulation. Anna's laughing at me. I swear, I eat it. It's chocolate milk. And so all you do is you're just gonna put it on your skin. I like to put it in the microwave for a minute, and then just apply it topically. And if you can see, it goes on the skin beautifully. Your skin is gonna love you for it. Yes, Hannah, it's a facial and a snack all together. And then after that, I just have you lick it off your face. So it's perfect. So honestly, your skin will love you for it. Your skin will feel nourished. It'll get those antioxidants in there. And I swear, if you don't believe me, you can always put it on a forearm, an arm, and then wipe it down and you can see the difference. Trisha, I use a lot of different brushes, so I kind of use what feels good. Obviously something that is more natural bristles, something that feels really good on the skin. Obviously the touch of it is going to be something that glides really nicely. So I would leave this on for 10-15 minutes, and then take a warm washcloth, and then all you're going to do with that warm washcloth is you're going to let it sit on the skin for another couple minutes and then slowly wipe it off. How often should you do it? So that's a good question. You know your skin better than anybody, or you should, right? You live in it every day. So I would say, obviously, because these products are clean, they're things that, are not harmful. Any mask that you do, you can do at least 2 to 3 times a week if they're this form. Again, you have to take into consideration seasonal changes. So if you're somebody that's really oily, maybe you're not using the raw milk. So these are just basic face masks. Obviously, there's a lot of things that that pertain to that, you know, your skin type, what you need. The next face mask I'm going to do is going to be for somebody that is a little bit more oilier. So this is great for normal dry skin, right? You need that almond milk. You need to get some of that moisture to the skin. You need that nourishment. Your skin feels a little bit dry. That would probably be for somebody like that. It's already drying up and it feels so good. So that is face mask one. Easy, right? So easy. All right. And then what I have next is a 3-ingredient face mask. So this is going to be a moringa powder. So again, another superfood. This is nutrients that are found in leaves, and it's part of a traditional medicine. So very calming, very healing. Moringa powder. And then I did a little bit of virgin avocado oil. So with the virgin avocado oil, again, we know avocado oil. What does it do? It's healthy fats. It's going to plump your skin. You're actually going to see when you're using something like an oil that your skin looks more plump. So the avocado is also going to be an antioxidant. It has the chlorophylls in there. It's going to protect from anti-aging. That's going to be the avocado oil. And then lastly, so again, I talked about this being something that's good for people with dry skin, oily skin. So the last ingredient is going to be raw honey. So I use honey granules in my treatment room. So I put the granules in that third bowl, and then I usually mix that with a tea. So all of my treatments that I do here in the treatment room, I use an herbal tea. Because again, it's very calming to the skin. I don't use any water in my treatment. So I have honey granules that I usually use with the jade rollers. So that's in our third ingredient. So I have the moringa, your superfood, your vitamins, your nutrients, all that stuff. And then I have that avocado oil, and then I have my honey granules. So I measured everything out. Again, I typically use a little bit too much, but I'm going to use that moringa. And then I'm going to dip that avocado in. Again, I used a 1/4 teaspoon of each, probably a little bit too much, but you can gauge. And all equal parts. And then I'm just going to put the honey granules in there as well. So let's talk about the benefits of the honey. So the honey is, again, an antioxidant, but it's also antibacterial. So for some people that might have acneic skin, might have skin that is a little bit on the oilier side, it's super easy, Jody. It's super easy to do at home. I know. This is why people don't tell you all these tricks. So the raw honey, antioxidant, antibacterial. So people that are naturally oilier, they are going to have bacteria that is living on the skin. So how do we combat that? We can use the organic raw honey with that. Yes, perfect during quarantine. Use this time to give yourself that knowledge, make your own skincare, all that good stuff. So the honey is also going to unclog your pores, and it's also going to soothe any irritation. So a lot of times too, oily acneic skin can sometimes be irritated, and sometimes what we think about doing is, especially somebody like me, I suffered from severe acne during the proactive days, the proactive product, where I think I was just rubbing pure chemicals on my skin that made my acne go away. But I suffered from severe acne. And so I always thought that scraping and being abrasive and rubbing your skin was always going to help the acne. But that was more of something that was mental. And so it was more of the mental side of wanting it to come off. And I think that's so important to think about a lot of the procedures that we do now in terms of, right, I worked in derm, I worked in plastics. I see that it's aggressive. It's like, how aggressive can we be with the skin? I don't know if Nicole's still on, but she said, sorry, I probably shouldn't disclose this, but you know, these things that are on Amazon, you know, they're telling you to puncture your skin, like suck that clogged pore out and put this device up to your nose that actually And I'm like, what? Who's doing this? So there's something behind it that it's like the more aggressive you are with the skin, the better your skin will look. And for myself, and you don't have to agree with me, but I have the complete opposite approach. So the more gentle you are with your skin, the more healing, the more calmness that you bring to your skin. I knew you were still on, Nicole. The more your skin is gonna say thank you. It's gonna say, okay, I needed that. I didn't need you to start puncturing my face and cause all these wounds and these wound responses, and then the rest of my skin is gonna freak out. So something as simple, raw honey, organic. Hi, Anne. Apply it to the skin. It's great. Antioxidant, antibacterial. It's gonna unclog your pores. Forget that $80 Amazon thing that you just bought. Go pick up your raw honey, apply it to your face, soothes irritation. Here you go. I'm putting it over my beautiful chocolate milk arm, or hot chocolate arm. And you can layer these. You can layer them too if you want all the benefits, right? So mine has a little bit of some granule exfoliant to it because I use my honey granule. So yours will look a little bit different. But for me, this is beautiful, isn't it? It's like, Hannah, the first ingredient was moringa powder. So it's this moringa super powder, this superfood here. So it's just a quarter scoop of that, the avocado oil, and then I did honey granules, but you do raw honey. Yes, perfect. This just sits on your skin. So before I start talking about all these masks, I do them on my kids, and I know they already have beautiful skin, so it's like a good testament for me. So it's like if my kids have this beautiful skin that has zero wrinkles, zero fine lines, zero pigmentation, zero anything, and I apply this type of mask and their skin looks even better than it did, like that tells it all, right? Because it's like, how can your 9-year-old skin look even better? So this is the second mask. My arm's gonna look so beautiful. Easy ingredients, they're so easy, and they're super cost friendly. So anybody that's on a budget, anybody that wants to simplify things, again, these are masks. So feed your skin. Feed your skin like you feed your body. I sometimes associate it to, like, I can say this because my sister's on and she's been using Clean and Clear for 10 years and I've been telling her to stop. Just kidding, Kelly, kind of. So Clean and Clear versus green, organic, Emma, any type of brushes, yeah. So what I kind of compare them to is like, you need your skin to want to work for you, right? You want your skin, you're asking your skin, I want to look younger. I want to feel like I look younger. I want my skin to be glowing. I want all these things, right? We always want. But the thing that you have to think about is it's that Clean and Clear versus those vitamins and nutrients. It's those chemicals versus feeding your skin, right? So it's like, I'm not going to call out any fast food restaurants, but it's like, if you want to go out and run a marathon, right? Let's just put it in easy terms here. If you want to go out and run a marathon, what do you think the best thing to eat is? Is it that fast food burger and French fries and Coke? Or is it a bowl of broccoli, some spinach, 2 hard-boiled eggs? It's like this, for me, this is the way that my mind works. It's like, this is what you're comparing here. And you're really gonna see that on the outside, and I see it every day in my treatment rooms. The other thing that I'd like to say is just consistency. So obviously, again, just like a diet, just like anything like that, keep it consistent. It's all about the consistency. Seasonal facials, every 2 to 3 months, take care of your skin. These are things that are gonna have longevity in it. So I hope this was informative. I hope you guys got something from it. I will talk about, just really quickly before we go, because it is a big thing that comes up in my treatment room, is cosmetic treatments, right? So cosmetic treatments such as laser resurfacing, Botox, dermal fillers, things like that. I'm not against it. I'm not. And I'll be totally transparent. I'm not against it because there is something that is preventative in that. So in Botox, there is prevention. However, Botox is a toxin. So it's a botulinum toxin and you're injecting it into your skin. However, my stand on that is you're getting Botox maybe, if you're regular, every 3 to 4 months, maybe twice a year. That's something that you're doing twice a year. Your skincare is something that you're doing every day. Washing your hair, your deodorant, your face wash, your moisturizer, your eye cream. These are things you're doing on a daily basis. So make those choices, right? Like, we don't want to all go home and throw out everything that we own. It's like, how can we make those smarter choices? And that's how we start. You don't have to be this hippy dippy, put superfoods all over your face, but at least you can have those little things that you can do for yourself. So I'm not opposed to any of those treatments. I will say that typically in your 20s, the number one anti-aging treatment that you can do is sunscreen. That's what I tell all my 20-year-olds. You're not ready for Botox. You're not ready for dermal fillers. Enjoy your naturally, beautifully arched lips. 20s, all you need is sunscreen, maybe some antioxidants. It's all in your skincare. In your 30s, what do you need for treatments? Peels. Do some acid peels. You don't really have any deep lines and wrinkles. You don't really have any skin laxity. You're not really seeing droopy jowls. You're not seeing anything like that. Do some peels. Take care of that blanket, right? Because it's not that mattress hasn't started falling apart yet. And there's still things you can do that I can do in the treatment room to help stimulate that. Oh, Natalie, I know, Clean and Clear Morning Burst. I want to know what they do to get you. Yeah, so it's hard to part from some of these things, especially, like I said, listen, there's some of my clients, they've been using Mary Kay for 7 years. I can't get them out of it. I'm like, listen, you and Mary Kay go home together, hug each other, kiss each other. You can't part from her. I get it. And that's okay. Again, you don't have to do that until you're ready. There's a little bit of some emotional side to that. There are better options out there. So I'm going to leave you guys with, this is the last part of it, but I'm going to leave you guys with some great things that you can look for leaving here. You've already done such an awesome job just jumping on. Obviously, there's some interest. You're kind of looking for ways to navigate. You're not really ready to get in the kitchen and start making your own skincare. But, sorry, I'm reading these. I know, it's since 8th grade. So what is that, Natalie? What, you've been using it 30 years? Neck wrinkle advice. Oh gosh. So there are a lot of holistic, sorry, I know I'm jumping all over the place. There are a lot of holistic things that you can do for neck treatments. We can talk about this all night. You guys have a glass of wine or something? I could really go on and on because there's so many things that we don't know that I didn't know for a long time, even being an esthetician. Neck wrinkles, there's certain devices, there's thermal devices that you can do on the surface of the skin that will cause skin tightening, a type of thermage. Obviously when you're using that heat sensation, you are getting that collagen and elastin to really rebond. So even though you're getting it on the surface, you can also help to do things to that mattress of your skin. What else? Neck wrinkle advice, again, topically, use anything that has some anti-aging. Always your motion when applying anything to your neck, you always want to move in an upward motion, right? That's where we want the skin to go. So that's really important. Some resources to look at for you guys. So if you are interested, going back to those statistics, EWG, they have a website where you can get some of those statistics, where you can see that. and kind of just read on it and educate yourself. You can go to ewg.org and you can pull that up and it'll kind of talk to you about what they do and how they're trying to bring this movement to having more control over our cosmetic care. And then also, if you're not looking to, use some of these superfoods, masks, things like that, if you don't want to do that, if you're looking to just go simple. So Beauty Counter is a line that I work with, and they've kind of taken it all aside, like they've taken it into their own hands. They've taken out all the chemicals, they've taken out all the bad stuff. They actually have a list of ingredients on their website that is called the Never List, and it's things that you will never find in their beauty care products. And their products are glamorous. They're like, they're beautiful, they smell good, they feel good. They have everything from any type of skincare that you can want or need. They have makeup, they have body wash, they have all different types of beauty care, and they take all that out for you. So that's a really great way to start. That website, I work with them directly. You can go to www.beautycounter.com, and then it's /Nicky, Nicky, Braglia, Braglia. Emma loves their sunscreen. We're coming into summer months, you guys. Sunscreen, sunscreen, sunscreen. I call it the I want everybody in EP and everywhere I go to be a celebrity this summer. I call it the celebrity protection. You wear your big glasses, you wear your big floppy hat, and you load up your sunscreen. I don't want anyone to know who you are. Emma's tagging all of those websites in there, so keep an eye out for that. And what else? I thought I had one more for you guys. Any other questions before I depart from you guys? I'm also waiting to do that self-care giveaway that I'm so excited about. I just want to thank you guys too for celebrity in my backyard. Yeah. We will be celebrities in our backyard. Oh, lastly, I did forget something. If you do not, if you're looking for ways to, right, like you have kids, you're in the Target aisle, you're looking for products to get, and you're like, I don't have 2 hours to look at a list of ingredients. What can I do? So there is something called a Think Dirty app, and you can actually download that to your phone. And what it allows you to do is it allows you to scan the product. And so after you scan the product, it's going to rate it 1 to 10 and tell you how harmful or how beneficial it is. So you want those numbers to be under, I usually don't buy anything under 4. So you want to try to go to those apps and try to go to that app, Think Dirty app, scan the product. It's so fast, it's so easy. And then anytime you see that high number, you're like, yep, I'll put it back. Thank you. So Beauty Counter website, ewg.org, Think Dirty app. Those are 3 things that you can kind of start with. So yeah, start somewhere. Start somewhere, Natalie. I don't know. Maybe give yourself one nice wash tonight with that first. And yeah, it's a journey, right? It's a journey. So all you have to do is be ready to make that step and know that you're willing to put in the work. It takes a little bit more time, but I don't know. My arm's looking pretty good. I have some left over. If anybody wants to run over, I'll put it on your face really quick. Yeah, Clean and Clear is at a 10. It is at a 10. Thank you. So yeah, these are just things that the more knowledge you have, the more education, the better off we are. So I will leave you guys with that. Thank you for joining us. I miss all of my clients so much. I hope this was helpful. It was just a way for me to get on, give you guys some tips and tricks, kind of just connect you with things that you can do. And I don't know, hopefully I'll be seeing you guys soon. But let's do that raffle. Let's do it. I know you guys are all a block away. I'm kind of scared. All right, you guys. Thank you guys for being here. I love you all. You know that. I'm going to shake this up. I put all your names in beforehand. So whoever gets that self-care giveaway, I will either, if you are not in Chicago, I will be shipping it to you. And if you're around the block, I'll drop it off. All right. I won't go through everything that's in there, but it's all my favorites. So if you're looking to get into clean beauty, there's a clean cleanser, a toner. What else is there? A face mask that's already in there. So lots of good stuff. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's see who the winner is. Melissa Casella. Is she on? I don't know if she's on or not. Melissa Casella, you won our self-care giveaway. Awesome job. Sorry for anybody who didn't, but I will be open to book facials soon. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. You can always send me a DM if I didn't get to any questions that were asked. I know I was kind of all over the place. Yay, Melissa! I can drop it off on my way home. If you guys have any questions, I'm always here to answer. Like I said, I mean, the more we know, the more we have, the better off we are. So ask away, ask away. I'll answer you guys whenever I can. Thank you, Trisha. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And just being here makes me miss you.